All right, well, let's go across to Priyanshi now for more. So, Priyanshi, very dire there, the recession warning. This morning, though, in India, the markets have opened in the green.
That's right, Gargi. The recession fears had been in the market for a long time, ever since the war in Ukraine started. And even the IMF and the World Bank have been warning of a recession for quite some time now. But this was at their annual meeting that these comments were made by the Finance Minister, Nirmala Sitharaman, and also the IMF and the World Bank. It's the annual meeting going on in Washington, D.C. And at that meeting, India's financial year 23 growth forecast has been cut to 6.8% from 7.4%. This is the fourth time that the IMF has cut India's growth forecast this year, and it was being expected by the markets. That's why the reaction that we're seeing is not a negative. The markets are still positive. If we talk about how the markets have performed, the Sensex is up, and even the Nifty is up. The Sensex has gained over 100 points, and it's trading above 57,200, while Nifty has gained over 30 points, and it's trading above 17,000 points. And today the markets have ended their 3-day losing streak. For the last 3 days, the markets have been losing. And if we talk about the rupee also, it's trading flat at 82.32 per dollar. And the markets are gaining, and rupee is trading flat even after IMF growth forecast has been cut, and those warnings have been flagged by the IMF. The IMF has also lowered the financial year 24 growth forecast, global growth forecast, to 2.7% from 2.9%. And they've also said that this is the weakest global growth since 2001, barring the 2008 financial crisis and also the pandemic year. Now, if we talk about India, India's GDP growth among the developing economies is the second highest, but that's not all good because it's a 6.8% growth. And experts say that India does grow more compared to other countries because we have a large population. And for us, even a 6% growth is like a recession, because a 6% means that we're not creating as many jobs that are needed to employ a large population. And our per capita income is still really low. It's still below pre-pandemic levels. So 6.8% growth is not good. We need a 7 to 8% growth to ensure that our per capita income is growing and to also ensure that jobs are being created in the economy. On the inflation front, the IMF is saying that global inflation is likely to peak at 9.5% in Q3 of 2022. They're also saying that the Ukraine situation, the war, is still powerfully destabilizing the global economy. And an important point out of the IMF's remarks is that this is not all. This is not the worst that we've seen. The worst is still yet to come. 2022 was still not a recession. Countries were still feeling the pain of lower growth and higher interest rates and higher inflation. But the IMF is saying that 2023 is when a recession will hit, and 2023 will feel like a recession for many countries. So those are the warnings that have been flagged by the IMF. Really dire,
right,
with the IMF saying that the worst is still yet to come, and 2023 will feel like a recession for many, along with the growth forecast being cut for the fourth time for India.
Right, and Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, they're saying that growth will have to be the priority. Growth momentum has to be maintained, is what the priority is going to be when they announce the budget. Thanks so much, Priyanshi, for joining us. Also, you can see the Sensex, they're up 300 points this morning.